So in this lecture, I am going to explain on the data science, data analytics, and machine learning, how the data science overlaps with how data analytics overlaps with the data science and machine learning. We'll be observing in the coming things. First one, when you look in the data science domain, first data science. In data science, the first thing, data analytics overlaps with the data mining and machine learning. These both play an important role in data analytics. So data mining and machine learning both can be integrated to form data analytics that can be applied in the data science domain. And when you look at this diagram, what is data analytics actually? The process of investing or examining, analyzing the raw data sets to derive insights from raw data sources. Initially, some data sources will be provided. You need to derive the proper thing based on the past data, and also you need to derive more information. Also, if any information is not complete, then you need to derive more information, and finally you will draw the conclusion results. Look at this diagram. Here some bar chart will be there, pie chart will be there. So you will get to some clear data based on this observation. In data visualization also I told about regarding this. uh, and what is data science? Previously, I told data analytics. Now, what is data science? Data science involves gathering, you are collecting the data, and you are just storing the data, and you are analyzing the data and plotting the data. So, storing the data is not only the thing, you need to first collect the data. After collecting the data, you are just analyzing the data, and just you are storing data, and finally you need to plot the data graphically. That will be it will effectively extract the useful information. So data mining is nothing but the extraction of useful information, but you are applying in the data science domain. That means you are just looking at the data analytics field. It's our business purpose. So again, look at this diagram. This is graphical representation. You are plotting the data, and you are just pointing the data, and you need to experiment the result. Some readings will be marked. What is the main aim, the main intention, that is goal? You need to gain meaningful insights from both structured and unstructured data. Yes, these both are very important. Structured and unstructured data play an important role in obtaining the data. Structured data means that is data will be organized in proper manner. Unstructured means data not organized in proper manner. You need whatever unorganized means you need to make it organized. We cannot guarantee that data is always structured, but unstructured data is also there. For this reason, you need to make it structured, and finally unstructured data will be there. Assume this is experimental. You are, for every experiment you are recording something values. And if you are having any doubts, you can ping me, you can message me. I'll clarify your doubts. And coming to the next one is data science, and these four factors play an important role. First thing, you are just preparing the data, and next you are next analyzing the data, and if any unwanted data is there, just you are cleaning the data. And finally, machine learning techniques and data analytics tools can be applied. So machine learning techniques and data analytics tools can be applied in this field. And next, you are just predicting the data. They are trend forecast. We are predicting the values. These four factors play an important role in data science. And what is machine learning? Assume that you are having one robot. So it means you're just we're sensing based on the senses only. This will be making habit. That means some human intelligence mind with psychological activity can be performed. How robots play? So assume that no faculty is there due to some lack of faculties. Robots are arranged students, but students classroom will fill be students. Robots are placed in the classroom, and robot will take care of explaining all the things, and they have a just like acting in a human manner, and he is just thinking in. He learns from the past patterns using this set of algorithms. Some procedures will be there. So you are just learning from the past patterns. Some algorithms from portable procedures will be involved. So based on the past data only, you can predict the outcome more accurately. That is the main intention of this. And how the overlapping can be done. Data science and data analytics, don't confuse with data scientist and data analyst. Data scientist means he can forecast the future based, he can predict the future on the past patterns, but data analyst means he can extract the information from where he will extract, from where he will extract from the data sources. See, data scientist means like this will be clear. Data analyst means based on the visualization, data we can analyze the data. So based on past data only, you can predict the future. That is the role of the data scientist and data analyst. Don't confuse both. Just look, if you are confused, just look one more time. You'll understand totally. Some data science and machine learning overlaps. Previous one, you are just overlapping data science with data analytics. Now you are just overlapping data science with machine learning. What is machine learning? Continuation of the previous one only. Machine learning means it creates systems that can learn from the data. So finally, what will happen? You can just predict the outcome based on the past patterns. Yes, some past information will there. You're just predicting the outcomes. That is very important. And now your test data overlapping the data science with machine learning continuation. ML engineer will be there. Some engineers studied the data. Hmm? Now, collection of data is not at all sufficient. In order to process that one, you need to apply the suitable, efficient algorithm, machine learning algorithm. You need to train the machine. You need to train the data. You need to test the data. Then only the result will be updated. So again, you are just overlapping the data science with machine learning. Again, four factors play an important role. First thing is you need to understand the data from business point of view. Next, you need to gather the data from various sources. And next, you are just extracting useful information from collected data sets. Yes, so much information is there, but you need to extract useful information only. And finally, you need to obtain the accurate predictions. This all dependent on the business, so decision making. Decision making plays an important role in improving the business. It is key factor. You can improve that one. In this one, how data science demystified, how the linking can be done. One thing is it depends on the domain expertise and scientific methods. This and some suitable efficient technology can be applied. So domain expertise again take the analyst, scientist, some tools, some scientific tools and research, and mathematical methods or models or statistical methods. This will be applied in this scenario. But according to technology, you can apply Python tool, R programming, Apple OS, application design, data processing tools, data analytical tools. Everything plays an important role in this. So for this reason, data scientist connects the dots. That means some relationship can be maintained between business and data. And next one is these are the tools we can work on. Our programming software, statistical analysis assurance, and Python, SQL, Scala. These all tools can be play an important role. And next one is he suppose he's analyzing something, but he will be knowing the where functions should be applied, multiple analytical functions. So suitable equations can be applied. He can work with the data from video and social media sources. So he will work with the data. So video and social media sources can be done. And next one is how data send leverage huge sets of information. Data scientists assume that this is mobile there, desktop there, notepad there, mail there, cloud there. What he will be doing, he will be collecting the data from different sources. He's just storing, and the process will be evaluated according to the storage. Cloud storage is big data, then he can store the huge sets of information. So this will be all integrated together. And again, we'll see the process flow. Three will be considered: data acquisition, data wrangling, analysis, problem solving, and business decision. Data acquisition is completely depend on the research. The way we do research, nothing but data acquisition. And data wrangling means just it will be locked based on different sources, some bar chart, time, something, and again different frequency distribution chart, different scenario. So you're just wrangling the data. So first you are analyzing the data and just you are just solving the particular problem, and business decision can be taken. And coming to the next one, how the process flow. Let us focus on data acquisition. Data acquisition, we are just researching data based on the databases and some document and web search. Yes, you are collecting the relevant data only. If you are collecting, you are just filtering the data. So much data is just you are just filtering the data. For this reason, it takes so much time. So, but ultimately, last thing is corrected data is most important. That is very important. Coming to the next one is you are just completing the data acquisition, and next you need to wrangle the data, collect it from the different sources. For this reason, you need to choose the right tool like Python or SQL, etc. Where if any inaccurate data or some noisy data, you need to clean the data. And next, you need to apply the suitable effective algorithm like pick and solve algorithm. If you apply this algorithm, then you will get the meaningful data. One more thing is last one, analysis problem. You all completed this one, and final extension is machine learning. That means you are just maintaining some relationship between the different process, how the flow can be done. This is the final step in order to obtain. Plus means positive, negative. You are just overlapping with human mind. So this is a different thing. Business intelligence tools can be applied if necessary. And next, data science and business strategy. Decision making process is already told. Decision making is very important in order to process advance. That is data driven. First thing is four. You need to define business goals, and next one is build a data scientist team, right? And next one is you need to identify the sources, and you need to enable the new sources of data capture. Data you need to identify the data sources, and finally you need to enable. And last one is you need to design business dashboards to track the goals. Design is also very important. For this reason, we need to track the goals. First, you need to define the goals, and you need to maintain the data scientist team, not data analyst, data scientist. Because some research can be performed on that. The team will identify the data sources and enable the new sources of data capture. Finally, you need to design that one. Some assets should be maintained, liability product to run the business. For this reason, these six play an important role. So decision making again important, parameters, some statistical parameters should be maintained, and if any changes should be there, you need to yield the results, and also you need to identify and refine the target audience. If any problem is there, you need to redefine the target audience. And next one is area of improvement should be also done. Every time some revision of the things is there in order to obtain the effective result. And next one is you need to identify the opportunities in the market. Opportunities also should be observed. Assume take some three examples will be there. I'm going to explain with real time example. First one is Google search engine. Second one is Facebook, and third one is Alibaba.com. First, you will see the Google search engine. Assume that you are just typing that one. Assume that you are just typing some textbook, data mining textbook. You will type like that. If you press enter, what will happen? Whatever related thing is there, it will be displayed on that. So here, keyword will act like this. Like this, it will auto complete features that is fed by the data model. That means machine learning. You are just training the data. You are just instructing to the robot, like he will perform in an ra- rationalized manner. So, uh, so supporting things will be displayed. So according to the keyword search only, it will reflect. That means it depends on the volume, geographical locations, keyword matches on the web. Whatever matches on the web, it will be displayed on the top thing. And the second one is Facebook. Already you know what is Facebook, and you're just using frequently daily, at least twice, thrice a day. First thing is you are just calling the news feed. Okay. If anyone posts some latest updates, you can see easily. And next in Facebook, you can upload image or video. If you want to tag any person, you can tag in your either image or video. And Facebook tags you are using cluster algorithm. Suppose you want to send friend request. You based on two parameters only you can send friend request. First one is mutual friends. Friends of the friends. That is mutual friends. Second one is friend suggestion also. Sometimes we will get prompt like having friend suggestion. If you know a particular person, you will send a friend request. For this reason, you are just clustering algorithm. Whatever belong to the same property, you are putting in one cluster. Whatever belong to other category, you are putting in another cluster. So machine learning algorithms will be there. And last one is Alibaba's Alilon. Alilon is nothing but automated online system that provides flexible micro loans. Yeah, one automated system. It will process automatically. If you institute it process automatically, it provides flexible micro loans. So online vendors will be there. Everything will be automated. It will be automated. Then systems are provided like sensors. So everything will be provided like this. And next one is some view, the representation of the person's credit worthiness. So the something examples, monitoring, time, calendar, research, calculator, pen. So Alibaba Sali loan. This is business loan. First, for taking the business loan, you need to analyze the records and evaluate the risk. You need to solve that problem. You can collect the data from e-commerce platforms. And next is the predictive models to analyze the transaction records. And finally, you can determine the merchant's credit worthiness. So these four factors play an important role in Alibaba Sali loan. Depending on the business loan requirement, determines merchant's credit. Finally, you need to get the merchant's credit worthiness. Travel industry. You are just traveling, like you already know how to travel, either to aeroplane, bus, ship, train, auto, two-wheeler, anything. So these are the things we here sensors plays an actual on real time scenario. Every time doing manually takes a lot of time. Already sensors are like, placed there in order to obtain the real time data where parameters there you can predict and prevent the problems. Yes. And the next one is you're just integrating the historical data to ensure maximum yield with no vacancies. Assume that you are maintaining the railway, you are just booking one seat. Hmm? Here you depend on the past data to get the maximum profit. How much seats are occupied, how much there. And also it is based on the user's preference also. Based on user preference only, some berth will be the same. Lower berth, upper berth, middle berth. And you need to attract the customers. If you provide like this, customers will be attracted. Then only you will get profits. Till now you saw travel travel industry, and you need to see retail industry. R stands for recency, F stands for frequency, M stands for monetary. Recency means recent when you are using. Frequency means the number of times repeated regular intervals. And next monetary. So that is the thing you need to observe. So it is a marketing technique that leverages data to determine the target customer, end user. And next one is retailers. Retailer uses data science to segment customers into groups. Yes, teamwork plays an important role to form the group. And finally, target marketing of and promotions like campaigns can be performed. Based on that, the business will be grown. Assume that one more example, e-commerce. E-commerce, you already know how to purchase online, like textbooks. If you want to purchase it, the amount will be reflected on that and finally added to the cart. So e-commerce uses the data sets also to sell through their websites. And crime agencies. Another, you need to detect unauthorized activity. So for this reason, you need to identify the patterns to derive the prediction techniques. Prediction plays an important role, and you need to prevent future burglars by analyzing previous data. Some crime agencies, what they will do in order to detect suspicious activity, burglar alarm and fire alarm, anything they can use for further things. And also here, data mining can be applied to identify the patterns. If any terrorism act is suspicious activity, then data mining technique can be applied. Or advanced analytics can help prevent crime using information from social media. So both ways we can use. And some questions will be raised. Where to deploy police manpower, or who to search at a border crossing, and which intelligence to take seriously in counter-terrorism activities. This problem should be solved. And also some algorithms, architectures, data storage platforms, tools. This four plays an important role in data analytics platform. Suitable algorithms like machine learning algorithms can be applied: forecasting, regression, Bayesian network, vector autoregression. Just you know this the name. We'll see the process in the coming lectures, and these algorithms should be considered. And architectures is efficient architect like deep learning architecture should be applied. Deep belief network, convolution neural networks, recurrent neural networks. These three architectures should be noted. And next, we need to store in particular area, cloud storage platforms like Amazon, AWS, Microsoft Azure, Lambda. These three related to the cloud storage platform only. And finally, last, tools. Two categories of tools can be noted. First one is reporting tools, and second one is analytical tools. Reporting means like what you see in a Tableau, Splunk, Power BI, Kibana. Tableau is there to maintain the sheets, data, everything can be seen. But analytic tools is related to the Spark, Python, R. These three play an important role in analytics. So data analytics, we are learning the data analytics course. You need to apply this Python tool, a Spark or R tool. Anything is okay. That is the today's lecture, and with this completed data science is in data analytics. If you are having any doubts, you can ping me. That is the end of the lecture today, and some more lectures will be uploaded. If you are satisfied with the lecture, let's put like, and thank you for watching.